Oh, it's fine. Okay. Once again, it always comes down to the last few seconds being... last few minutes be me not being here for the reason of my tea wasn't ready in time. But anyways, the new week means a new week. Oh yeah, also more early morning live streams. So, welcome everyone to the new week of early morning live streams. So for those of you who may have not have caught it, the reason why there wasn't any live streams going on for the half of last week was because I needed a break, because I've been doing for like almost 2 weeks of non-stop live streams, and it was getting kind of tiring. So I needed a break, which was definitely much needed. But anyways, I think you guys might be a little confused by the symbolism of today's live stream, and the title of it happened again. So, last live stream I talked about my new project, which was the I forgot the name for a second. It was the Mario Brothers Villain Rap Cipher. And I was talking to you guys about how it wasn't necessary to do that, but technically I'm glad I did start that because I didn't have a video planned for this month. Also, I don't think I will have a video for the rap channel this month, but I will next month, 100%. So, the reason why there's so much trash here is for the reason of symbolism. What symbolism is that, you may ask? Well, it's because the trash represents just how many projects, well, not threw away. I get how that kind of misleading. Maybe trash wasn't the best representation of this, but this trash shows just how many projects I tried and haven't completed, so it's all piled up here. Should have did junk pile instead of trash pile. I think that would have made more sense. Anyways, I say, oh, there it is, my daily warning from YouTube Studios. Your stream isn't receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, well, every time I have too much, you still... We're gonna have this problem for now. Okay. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying. The whole reason of this is that, to say, I once again started another project, even though I haven't finished with any of the other projects. But maybe if I had had the idea of starting this one first, I wouldn't have done the other one. Hold on. I want to try to... Well, no, that's probably a dumb idea. I'm not gonna drink my tea just yet. Where's my mouse pad? I just realized my mouse pad is gone. Okay. But this is another live stream, this time without eating. I think for the past few live streams I was eating during the live stream, which ironically not during the last live stream, which the last live stream was lunch and chill. And I think, ironically, on the one live stream that is about eating, I didn't actually eat anything. I said I was gonna go get food, never did. But so... yes, welcome to a new week of new early morning live stream content. Oh yeah, I meant to post on Twitter about being like, oh whatever, it's fine. Also, I need to check my phone. I realized that maybe I was having audio issues, because last time I was having audio issues. Can you guys hear me good? I didn't realize maybe I was having audio issues. Okay, no. It's funny because I definitely realize, because I got a lot more people and a few of my friends who joined the Lunch and Chill live stream, so there definitely is a theme with live streaming early in the morning or in the afternoon, which I can't, I don't, unless it's, well, specifically I'm talking about doing these types of live streams. I would prefer doing these types of live streams early in the morning, but doing, like, if I wanted to do gaming live streams or something, I would obviously do that, like, more during the afternoon. But as far as these kinds of live streams, I prefer to do them early in the morning. I don't really like doing them kind of not early in the morning. I've already talked about this, but the two reasons why I do early morning live streams is because, number one, every time that I go to work on something, like working on a project and have to sing on anything, because I'm not a very outgoing person, I think is what I want to use. I'm an introvert, so I don't really talk a lot. I don't open my mouth for a lot of things, except whenever I do YouTube work or talking to people only when I have to, which is sad. But, which actually, I've sort of growing out of that. Spreading out, reaching out to other people is something that I've started doing more, so I'm breaking out of my introverted shell. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying, so that was fun. Wow, this ADHD and dyslexia has never failed me. Awesome. Forgetting everything. I forgot the point of what telling that story was. I remember that there was more to that story, but I don't remember what that was exactly. Oh yeah. Was this what I was talking about? No, it wasn't. Well, I'm tired. It's early in the morning. Man, I tell you something though, doing those early morning live streams, there's a theme, and I guess maybe it's just because I'm tired, so my perception of time is like all wonky. But every time that I wake up and I have to, because I don't prepare any of these streams beforehand, I work on them the day of I wake up. It gets crazy. It gets really crazy. I wake up and I have to figure out really quick what kind of thumbnail I want and make it really quick. And then I'm doing this thing more with my live streams, which in the past few live streams I've added things like here on the main chat screen. Excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. I have like things that I put up, like the last live stream I had a bunch of chicken nuggets and water. The stream before I had like summer items, umbrella, ice cream. And that's something that I want to do more with these live streams, just doing goofy stuff like that on the main stream to make things interesting, not always having like a plain looking screen the whole time. So I'm gonna mix it up and be thematic with my streams, and I'm a person who loves being thematic. Is that the right word? I don't know if it is. Hey, you actually made it to an early morning live stream. What's up? Oh yeah, and this, so I guess now I'm gonna be more on time, with reading you guys's, with reading the live chat for the reason of, it was funny because I messed up on OBS, but it worked out for me. Well, I didn't mess up on OBS, I messed up on getting into YouTube Studio. So whenever I'm capturing a window in OBS, I capture a window, so I specifically capture the window of the live chat, but that live chat is still on a delay. However, I accidentally got in and got out of YouTube Studio, so the live chat had reset. But however, it still works good for me, so the window capture that's capturing the live chat is still connected to the live stream chat, which is good. But now that I have the chat back, I can actually look at you guys' response in much faster time than I would looking at OBS reading it, because for the most part, because I don't have it set up on like 3 different screens. I have YouTube Studio set up, but live chat usually isn't. I usually have it like behind a window because I want to make sure I'm maintaining good streams, so I never have live chat like right in front. I always have to look at OBS to read live chat. But anyways, I'm gonna try to drink my tea. Oh, what was that? I never made that sound before. Anyways, that tea was hot. So anyways, yeah, welcome, man. Glad you could join. This is the... Oh, yeah. I remember what I was going to say. That I forgot. So these early morning live streams, I always prepare the day of. I never, like, have it pre-prepared. I go into it... Like, I wake up early, all drowsy, like, okay, I gotta figure out what thumbnail I want, and I have to figure out, make a thumbnail, and then, I'm doing a lot more of these on my live stream, like, messing around with, like, having small items like this. So last few streams I had things like summer related things. I mean, last live stream is food related. So, you know, I do more of that kind of stuff in my live stream. So it's not just a plain screen of just the brick background. I have actually like not bad, plain, I don't know how to describe it, not boring stuff. But anyways, we are now sort of... Oh, is it raining? It is raining. Would you look at that? Apparently, it's raining. Oh, yeah, well, I guess I was told it was going to be raining for most of the week. Well... Don't know if you guys can hear that. Well, with the background music, probably you can't hear that. So now we have come to the point of the live stream where I sort of don't have... Well, I do have something to talk about, but I would prefer... Well, I guess... Well, that's the thing. I don't really want to go over it multiple times. Technically, I can. I don't really have a problem with it. So I guess there's nothing really holding me back. So I guess I'll make... I just don't want to do it so much that people get annoyed by it, because I feel like that was something I was doing whenever I was talking about the Hollow Knight musical bites. I kept bringing it up all the time during that 1 hour live stream, so I felt a little bad constantly doing it. So I don't want to do it so much, do it at all, which I probably will anyways. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by the rain. Is it weird that... well, maybe it's just me, but I like the sound of rain. This is sleeping weather to me, which means that these early morning live streams are going to be even worse because I'm going to want to fall asleep. Huh. I need to check my phone real quick. Gotta make sure everything's going smooth. Oh, yep, notification, live chat and Discord. Oh yes, letter A is a hostile letter of the alphabet. You guys in Discord are so funny. It's funny. So in my Discord, the bot that I have in Discord announces whenever I do... Specifically on the main Confused As Always channel. Any other, like for the rap channel or for the podcast channel, I always, because the bot only captures and announces things that go on the main channel, so I'm usually the one who goes in Discord, makes the announcement at everyone, then talks about, then bring up, hey, look what I did over on this other channel that my bot can't bring up. But anyways, the point of bringing up my Discord bot is that for live streams, it announces whenever I'm like going live and doing a live stream. But it keeps... It changes the thumbnail, but it doesn't change whenever I change the name. So it still says Lunch and Chill Hangout live stream. But originally... But, I mean, not originally, but as you can see, that's not the name of this live stream. I just think that's funny. I'm a Discord baby. All these things entertains me. Sorry, I'm still going around on my phone. Just gotta make sure everything's hunky-dory. Adobe for students. I'm okay. I'm not a student anymore. Well, technically, if I get into college, I would be a student again. Oh, interesting. Usually, whenever I pull up YouTube on my phone, my live stream is the first to pop up. My thumbnail for this one, I wasn't expecting it to be any good, but it actually isn't that bad. Can I also say, even though I can't hear it, I still absolutely love, well, I did, this is jazz type beats, in the stream starting soon is like electro swing music. I just, specifically with this podcast music, I find it so relaxing, which is one of the reasons why I love using it for the podcast channel. For those of you who don't know or have seen it, the jazz music that's playing right now, pause so you can hear it. I play this in the background of all my videos for the podcast channel, doing the podcast. And it's funny because even like I find it so out of place though, because it's to me it sounds like sleeping music. Everything is sleepy to me right now, but it sounds like sleeping music. So it's funny because I also find it out of place every time I use it in a video. but I love it, so I use it all the time. And fun fact, the music that you hear, the electro swing music that you hear that I replaced with, not with, that I had used it to replace the hex mod from Friday Night Funkin'. I keep putting the N before the whatever. I used it to replace it. Well, that one, I'll bring it up just so you guys can hear it. The stream isn't ending. I'm gonna fall back asleep. Yeah, it's okay, man. I mean, this is an early morning live stream, so I don't really expect too many people to join during the early morning live stream. So if you want to go to sleep, my man. Go to sleep. I'm gonna quickly show you guys what song I'm talking about on the starting soon screen. I don't have my microphone enabled on it, but I'm just gonna show you a quick preview of the one I'm talking about. And that's all you're gonna hear. So with that one, for the podcast channel, and I think it's even up on one of the videos, I actually made an intro, but I lost it. Using that music, I had an intro, but watch me wake up to a tornado siren. Oh boy, that's something, ain't it? Once again, I bring up the gallons of water that I drink every live stream. My tea is a little too hot to drink, so I'm just gonna take my other water bottle and drink from it. Actually, I haven't tried it again. Let me try. It's not too bad. And once again, my tea changes. I'm doing the exact same thing to this tea, but I get different results every time. It's just like my hair. My tea, I can now say that both my tea that I make and my hair, like even yesterday, because I took a shower yesterday and I was brushing my hair, and it's a different hairstyle. Every time I like do a bath or shower or anything, and I'm trying to get my hair back to the way it was before, I come out with a different hairstyle. Like I comb in the exact same direction. I do the exact same movements with my comb, but I'm constantly getting different results. And now I could say that my tea is the exact same way. I do everything the exact same with this tea, but I get different results. Sometimes it's like just tastes like hot water, sometimes it's flavorful. My life is complete. I finally took part in a sunrise event. I was about to say it isn't sunrise, but technically it is, since it's summer. The sun's gonna rise. Or am I thinking of the wrong... Is that the wrong season? I'm just thinking of the theme song for Phineas and Ferb. The days are longer, the nights are shorter. Is it weird that... Okay, so I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the show I Love Lucy, but every time that I do like my bad singing voice, which is like every time I use that voice, I keep flashing back to episodes of I Love Lucy. So if you've ever if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, I don't know how to describe it, but basically there's a few Lucille Ball, who plays Lucy. Now, she actually is a really good singer. However, during the show, the few times the character Lucy is like a really bad singer. So, and every time she sings on the show, like obviously it's a sitcom, so funny stuff. But, so every time she would do like a singing thing, she would like, and she would do her bad singing voice, which is funny because as a kid I was like, oh, she's just bad at singing, but obviously growing up and I was finding out, oh, she's actually a good singer. She just did that for the comedy of the sitcom. But so every time, is that where I actually got it? That may have been where I actually got doing the joke with my crackly voice, bad singing voice. That may actually where I got that joke from. I mean, also I do the whole the bad singing voice, I do that, I guess not just, well, also because of anxiety. Because early, in the morning, my voice is deeper. That's really weird too. Like, I'm told that I have like a deep, which I definitely do have a much deeper voice than whenever I was like 10 years old. I have a much deeper voice because I look back on videos of me like at restaurants with family, and for some reason hearing me do, what was it? Not the Magic School Bus. I was singing something, and my voice was really high pitched, but from time to time, I don't think that my voice is really low. During the mornings, it definitely is, because I have a lot of phlegm in my throat and everything. So anyways, whenever my voice gets worked out and it goes more to the day and I'm like talking to people, I find my voice more higher pitched. I don't know if it's because that's something I'm doing consciously. Sometimes it is. Like, I've already talked about, like, how something that I do that's kind of, I don't mean to do, is I keep slipping into voices. Whenever I'm talking to people face to face, I keep slipping into random voices. I think part of the reason is because that's something that I did as a kid, and whenever I say kid, I mean like 8, 7 years old. I liked doing crazy voices and doing like small, I guess, comedy stuff is how I'm gonna describe it, as a kid, like telling jokes or whatnot, because I liked and I enjoyed making people laugh as a kid, so I wanted to be a comedian when I grew up, but anxiety's got in the way, and I'm like, I can't stand in front of people and say things. Are you ridiculous? Which, I gotta say, I don't know how many people got that joke from Hang Out with Confused. If you guys have ever played that little game I made, Hang Out with Confused, one of the endings is an introvert ending, and I enjoy that. I don't know if anyone else enjoyed that as much as I did, but the introverted ending of literally, it was like a few minutes of me just sitting there acting awkwardly. that was one of my favorite endings, the introvert ending. But I don't know if anyone else enjoyed that as much as I did, the introvert ending. Okay, I'm gonna take another sip of the... don't spill the tea. Oh no, it's starting to get warm already. I know I said I wanted to cool off, but now it's gonna get too cool. Too cool for school. I regret saying that. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up the thing that I was talking about, the reason for the whole trash here. So the reason is trash, I've already talked about, blah 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 blah. It's trash it's trash that represents all the projects I didn't finish. But it's trash. I should have made a junk pile and not a trash pile, because it makes it seem like I threw away the projects. I didn't throw away the projects, I just haven't finished them yet. But the point is, the reason why there's so much junk piled up is because I keep starting new projects without finishing any of them. And during the half week that I was working, that I wasn't doing the early morning live streams, that I was taking a break from them and I was working on videos, I was trying to, and I got pretty far in working on the Mario Brothers villain rap cipher. But for some reason, my brain was like, hey, let's do another. And so we got right into making another one. Allow me to introduce you guys to the cipher that will most likely be coming a lot sooner than the Mario Brothers villain cipher. Tada! I keep forgetting these things are so big. Tada! Shrink it. There we go. So here is the other project that I started. And this one I will most likely actually finish, and I'll tell you why. So do you guys know, first of all, do these characters look any kind of familiar to you guys? These are, if you don't allow me to explain, these are the 7 Barian Emperors from the show Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Barian rap cipher. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is my favorite amongst all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series that have been out. My favorite of all time, so I'm a little prejudiced when it comes to Xyz monsters. So anyways, these are the 7 Barian Emperors, and this is the new project that I'm working on, and for the reason that... excuse me. For the what is happening with my voice? This isn't a joke. Gotta take some water. What was that about? Well, anyways, I'm gonna take a shower. Okay, bye. See you later. It's been fun having you on stream. Later, my man. So, this project I will most likely finish a lot sooner than the other rap content that I have planned, for the reason of I've already talked about my random obsession with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, one random month out of 1 year, one random month out of every year, I get really into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then for the rest of the months, for the rest of the year, I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. One random month out of 1 year, I get really obsessed into Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless it's on the topic of talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, in which case I will always be into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is my favorite of all the series. So, what was I supposed to bring? I was gonna bring up something, but I forgot. So, I don't know if any of you watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, but for the reason of the Barians are some of my favorite characters. The Barian Emperors are some of my favorite, or the Barians too, because there were more than just the Barian Emperors. There was Don Thousand, kind of the debate with number 96, but they are my favorite characters throughout any Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. Well, I guess Yuri is another one of my favorite characters from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Yuri, I like Yuri as a character. But the Barians are 100% my favorite. So, for the reason of, I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal a lot more, and I know about the Barians specifically a lot, because I've, you know, watched the show, I understand their backstories and everything, so it's much easier for me to make a rap cipher with them than it is with a few Mario characters that are more research related. So I've enjoyed working on this project, but the thing is, something that I keep forgetting, something that I'm constantly forgetting when it comes to doing these ciphers. The rain is kicking up. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So there's something I keep forgetting every time going through making this project is, okay, yeah, I may end up finishing it. I may finish the lyrics, I may like wrap up all that needs to be wrapped up, but I'm still gonna need more than just me. I can't just, I can't play all these characters. I can't do all 7 of these characters in my same voice. This is rap cipher. I have to like go, people have to, okay, the rain is getting louder and it's distracting me. The point is, it's not just me in this. I have to have other people to work on this with me. And I do know a few people because I have worked a lot with people, and so I have some people who I who I know, but I mean, obviously don't mean to be rude to them, but they can't rap. I know like maybe 1 or 2 people, but the majority of the people who I know can't rap. Again, I don't mean to like say that bad way against them. They're amazing singers, but for the majority they can't rap too good. So because that the majority of the people who I know, who I've worked previously with, since they don't know very well how to, I have to figure out another way. And I've talked about this with Casting Call Club as well with these projects. Like, I could do a Casting Call Club thing, but it's not that I don't trust people on Casting Call Club to actually be good at rapping. It's, I have an issue with believing it. Like, trying to believe that people, because I talked about this before. Casting Call Club, yeah, there's a lot more, like, getting into, like, working on free projects there. But there are a lot of projects that if you're good enough, they take you, you join, that they will actually pay you. So Casting Call Club does have good people, singers, voice actors, artists. But it's having a hard time convincing myself. Now, I don't know if this is something I may also do. So for those of you who are on Twitter and you see posts made by Cam Steady. Oh wait, didn't he change his? Wait a minute. Hold on. He just posted something 18 hours ago. Are ciphers becoming boring? 10 rappers getting 8 bars over the same beats with little switch ups. It's so hard for rappers to stand out versus in this formula. Oh, this was another post he made. Hold on, I didn't even realize. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna just end up reading Cam's post. Are rap ciphers becoming too, especially with 5 to 10 minutes track? There must be 50 plus of these ciphers now, and I rarely see something new and exciting. There are exceptions to this, of course. There's a handful of genuinely dope ciphers inside and outside of nerdcore with this formula. This is a problem with cipher formulas in general, not any specific artist or track. See, this is one of the reasons why I like following some of these people. Like Cam, I'm having such a hard time with calling him Cam Steady, calling his channel Cam Steady now instead of Video Game Rap Battles, because I've known him as Video Game Rap Battles for so long. But Cam inspired my wanting to do rap. Man on the Internet inspired my wanting to do music in the way that I do music now. But Cam inspired my Cam Steady inspired my rap. And I like following them on seeing what they post on Twitter. So whenever they talk about things like this, I can really ponder. So he said, like, he talked about our ciphers becoming boring. So he's talking about ciphers in and out of nerdcore. I mean, I've already read it. That some of, like, there must be 50 plus of these ciphers out now, and I rarely see something new and exciting. So I look at this and I'm like, well, now I'm kind of worried about posting this cipher that I'm working on, because the thing is, this is more of a learning experience, right? Because I've never done a cipher before, so this video, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Barian rap cipher video, it's not as much as like a professional cipher, obviously. It's more of me practicing and trying it for the first time to see how well it goes. So obviously there's a lot of things that I'm gonna maybe not understand about ciphers. So I'm not doing this for the sake of being professional, and if other people look at this and they're like, that's not good, this is like how Cam, like I just read in Cam's post, that's like, well, this is just like the others, they're not really much the same, it's kind of boring, it's not the best. Like, it's okay for this project if, like, I don't care if that's the case for this project, because this project specifically, it's gonna be the first ever cipher rap cipher I post, so I'm not expecting it to be good, I'm not expecting it to be, like, amazing. It's for the learning experience, it's trying it for the first time and seeing how I can improve on future projects using this as, like, okay, this is what I did wrong, so in the future I can more improve on these areas. Is it weird that I switch gears? Wait, hold on. I wanna quickly look on Twitter. Oh, Mr. Beast, don't tell my other followers, but you're my favorite. Wait a minute, what? Oh, he said, remember when this was controversial? I didn't see that. I'm talking about Cam Steady still. Okay. So anyways, to get back to sort of what I was saying with just this rap cipher in general, something I always and keep forgetting whenever I'm working on is, like, I can't work on this on my own, and all the people who I know, like, there are some of people I know who can rap, but for the majority they're better singers than they are rappers, so I'm gonna have to go out somewhere and find them. So what I was trying to bring up before I got distracted was something that Cam Steady did this, where he was talking about a Sonic cipher that he was gonna make, like, a Google Docs for, like, auditions and whatnot, but he was gonna, like, it was something that he did over Twitter. So I don't know. Well, obviously he was reaching out to other people as well. to be in the project. But I don't know if it's more because I've done casting call a lot more than I have like done something like that over on Twitter, so I may have a better time doing it over Casting Call Club than I would making the announcement on Twitter. I mean, obviously not a lot of people follow me anyways on Twitter. But I don't know if it's more beneficial to try. Well, I may do it on both. I may make the announcement over on Twitter and have the Casting Call Club anyways. So I'm just worried about not getting any people for it. That's like one of my biggest concerns when it comes to thinking about these ciphers. Like, will I end up getting anyone? Because, spoiler alert, I am 100% playing, if you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, specifically in the 7 Barian Emperors, I am 100% playing as Vector. Which, if you don't know who Vector is, he is the one in the middle. Right in between the Lady Barian and the cool-looking red-shirt, long-haired Barian. Vector is the one in between those two. Vector is my favorite, and probably because usurper-type characters, even though they get kind of boring and repetitive, when done right, they're some of my favorite characters, and Vector has been just pure usurp for all the times that you know Vector, and I just really love his character, so I'm playing Vector. Plus, if you hear like the actual English voice of like the actual English voice dub for the show Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, compared to all the other characters, Mazar, Garag, Alito, Vector, Marin, Dumon, Nash, my voice would be, well, this is just my opinion, but I think my voice is more closer to Vector. To be honest, I do kind of want to play Nash, but the thing is, I don't have, like, the right energy to play Nash, if that makes sense, because Nash, he's like a more calm and collective character, where me, just in general, I have a hard time, like, getting into playing different characters outside of high energy characters, because, well, I don't know, I'm like happy all the time. So characters like Vector that are always like really outgoing, like, it's funny because I'm an introvert, so I'm not that outgoing, but I love playing characters that are outgoing. So since Vector is a big outgoing character, he's a character that I really want to play. How does you do? I does pretty good, Jesterman. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just over here talking about my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters of all time, the Barians, from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. So that's really all I had to say on the topic of these ciphers. Which, I gotta say, this thumbnail that I worked on for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Barian rap cipher, I mean, I like it, but it could be a lot better. I had troubles making this thumbnail because there wasn't a lot to go off of to make this thumbnail, but I think it turned out actually pretty good for what it's worth. So I'm happy with how it turned out. It could be a lot better. I had a more clear vision of how I want it to be. But oh well, this is just how it's gonna be. Which, something that I was debating for this cipher that I think was funny, is, so I'm having 8 characters. This is, remember, this isn't specifically the 7 Barian Emperor cipher. This is the Barian rap cipher. So all Barians, so obviously the 7 Barian Emperors, Mizar, Garag, Alito, Vector, Marin, Dumon, Nash, along with the Barian deity, Don Thousand, that I couldn't fit in the thumbnail that I wanted to, but I couldn't. And I was debating whether or not to add number 96, because, so if you've ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, like, story-wise, all the number cards come from Astral, shattering his memory into 99 pieces, but number 96 was brought, like, given, like, all the number cards, story-wise, had, like, a form of life to them, like, had some kind of control. But number 96 was become more evil and become more self-aware and became more, well, evil in general. And later on, it's revealed the reason for number 96 is more control is because part of number 96 actually came from the Barian deity Dawn 1000, so that's why he became more controlling and more evil than the other number cards. So number 96 is like not full Barian because he's like half. This is like a conversation I had with a friend over Discord. Like number 96 is like a half Barian, not a full Barian. So I was debating on whether or not to have number 96 in this. And I was like, okay. I talked to my friend and he was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay. So I did it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to add number 96. So I went over and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I can't fit number 96 in this. This is like a 4-minute. And it was hard enough to fit 7 characters in here, and adding number 96 just didn't fit. So even though I really wanted to add number 96, that's not happening. So I guess this is just a pure on Barian. What's a Barian? Oh, it's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, one of the most amazing characters ever in the most amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Show ever. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, the 7 Barian Emperors. Oh, also, this is how you spell Barian in the context of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Actually, I'm dyslexic, so I may have been wrong about that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Barian. No, I'm right. That's how you spell Barian. So, these are the 7 Barian Emperors. What's that? Did I already drink all my tea? Yes, I did. Alright, I finished drinking my hot water. Now I'm gonna drink my normal water. Drink so much water. And because Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, and the Barians are of my favorite characters throughout most Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, I will most likely be finished with this project a lot sooner than I will on some of my other ones, because I'm having a lot of fun working on this. So I'm going in the order. So they have their specific Barian numbers. It starts with, hold on. So the one with good old Nash over here with his blue and red eyes, all the way over that side with purple outfit. Good old guy over here. So Nash, number 101, and then moving on to the Gray Man, Dumont, number 102, moving on to the Girl Barian, Marin, with number 100. You get the pattern. Vector, number 104, Guy after Vector, Alito, number 105, Garog, the big guy, number 106, and Mazar with number 107. So I'm going, this cipher is going in the order, generally, of how, like, they're during the big battle. Like this, I specifically had the vision of whenever Barians, the Barians attacked Earth and was trying to get a hold of Astral and Yuma. How the main battles with the Barians and the humans and how the numbers were revealed. They went in order from number 107 going down to number 101. So that's how the cipher is going to be. It's going to go from Mazar with number 107 going all the way down to Nash with number 101. For those of you who don't know, Nash is the leader of the Barians. They look it looks like they're wanted for jaywalking. I mean, these guys, the Barians are technically aliens, so there's that. Well, it's funny, looking at them, well, obviously, I had a mixture, I mixed in, so characters like, as you see in the very middle with Vector, that's an example, that's Vector's true, quote, true, Barian form. But for going into the human world, they had human forms. So I had a combination. So I just put in a combination of the 7 Barian Emperors, their human and their Barian form. So Mazar's human form, Garog's Barian form, Alito's human form, Vector's Barian form, Marin, Dumont's Barian form, and then Nash's human form. I decided, because story-wise, spoiler alert, if you don't want spoilers and you plan on watching it, pause now. So, spoilers, Nash is Shark, a human named Reginald Castle, aka Shark, who didn't know he was a Barian until, like, the last season. awesome story writing. But so best friend shark turned enemy. The Emperor's New Groove. But the story with the Barian Emperors intrigued me so much. And then they got a hold of me. So, I kind of just want to all 7 groove. Yeah, the 7 Barian Emperors. Is it weird now? Because it's happened again. Now that I started talking about specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal related stuff, I just want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal related stuff. Right now, it's the Barians. Man, I love Chaos Groove. Yeah, there you go. Another element that I really enjoy from the series, and I think this is actually where I got my inspiration with my story with A Hole in Reality. So for those of you who don't know, I'm making a book that's like years making, and that's mainly because I haven't had like time to sit down and really work on it thoroughly. But I'm making a book called Hole in Reality, which is going to be a part of a bigger series that hopefully I'll be able to spread out and make more stuff about, like not just as a book series, but as like an animated thing. Like that's something that I'm sincerely wanting to work on. But so the reality series falls mainly with the line of battle between chaos and justice. And I think the inspiration for getting the idea of that idea in general came from the plot with the Barian Emperors. So I think that's actually where I got it from, now that I think about it. Oh, actually, that is something that they added, didn't they? Or am I just going crazy? So if you've never watched the show, basically there were number cards, which was like Xyz monsters, like in story-wise, they were like powerful Xyz monsters. But so the number cards go from, well, technically, if you want to get technical, number 0 with Utopic Future. But number 1 through number 100, which technically, again, if we're going literal, it goes to 107, and then nothing in between 107, because there is, which is, okay, I made a dream deck in Roblox, because that's where I can only play it, Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is sad, because I don't have the physical cards. But whenever the released of the Numeron pack with the numbers 1 through 5 in Chaos number 1, and that was so exciting because my dream deck was to use Don Thousand's deck from the show. And I finally got to use it because they released it. And I knew that they had released the Numeron Gate cards, which was number cards numbers 1 through 5. For in the show, the first... Oh no, not 1 through 5. I mean number 1 through 4. Number 5 is another one of my favorites that Vector uses, which is Doomsday Chimera Dragon. But anyways, numbers 1 through 4. But Don Thousand also has another card, which is just straight number 1000. And I've used it against some of my friends, and they've always lost. Numeronius, and Numeronia are kind of annoying cards to deal with. But anyways, my dream came true being able to use those cards. Anyway, sorry, I got a little tangent there. I forgot what I was talking about after that. Oh yeah, no, I remember. So in like story-wise, they had the first 4 original numbers, which was the 4 Numeron gates. You just got vectored. So you got the first 4 original numbers, the Numeron gates. But in the story, Vector created like fake number cards. Well, and Don Thousand, I guess, created like fake number cards, numbers 1 through 4. However, I think, didn't they actually release the fake numbers as well? Because, what was it, let me see if I remember all the numbers. Number 4, the fake number 4 was like stealth. Hello, Ethan Gaming. We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Related stuff, and this thumbnail that you see here on the screen is related to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Barian Rap Cipher. if you've ever watched or seen those characters. So, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh no. Oh yeah. So they actually released the fake numbers. So it was like the fake. So again, numbers 1 through 4. The actual original numbers was the Numeron gates, Numeron gate Deve, Numeron gate Trivi, Numeron gate whatever. I forgot the names of the other ones. And then Chaos number 1, Numeron Chaos gate Sunya. And then so story-wise, in the story they had like fake numbers, but they actually released the fake numbers as like actual cards, which I wasn't expecting them to do. So they didn't release all of them. Like, I know they don't have number 2, which is the fake number 2, which I think is Ninja number 2, Ninja Shadow Armored Mosquito. Fake number 1 is, what was it? Infection Buzz King. I think they do have number 3 and fake number 3, fake number 4. Fake number 4 is, what was it? Jellyfish Skulk Kraken crack or something like that. And fake number 3 was Cicada King. I do know they definitely have Cicada King. Do they? So they actually released the fake numbers as like actual cards for the game, which I wasn't expecting them to do. And, well, I guess to be honest, I wasn't expecting them to release Numeronius, and Numeronius, Numeronia, and the 4 Numeron gates, so... Yeah, sorry. I guess, dude, I'm telling you, I can't help it. When I talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal-related stuff, I just go off. I can't be... It's crazy. I love it so much. I love talking about this stuff. I mean, I ended up... It was like a few weeks ago that I was visited by family members. And during that time, because every once in a while, me and my friend plays... We get together probably 2 or 3 times a month to like hop on Roblox to play like a few small games of Yu-Gi-Oh! Over Roblox. And during that week that he was here hanging out and we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! My cousin came in and was like, "What are you playing? You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh!" I heard, okay. And then I taught him how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And now he's into Yu-Gi-Oh! So that wasn't something I was expecting to happen. So I really want to take the thumbnail off the screen, but at the same time I don't, because I really like the Barian Emperor, so I want to keep it. Here, I'll not cover it with my face. I don't think that helped any, but who cares? It's right here. I'm gonna try to... There it is. There we go. That's fine, right? You can see my beautiful TV head now. My beautiful, definitely real-life TV face. Okay. Oh, we're already at an hour, and I tell you the truth, guys, I don't really have a lot else to talk about besides Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal related stuff, so I think this is gonna be the end of the line when we hit an hour. What else could I talk about? That's another thing too about these like rap ciphers. Like, going on the topic of talking about like getting people for these rap ciphers. I already talked about how I keep forgetting that in these rap ciphers, there's gonna be more than just one person, because I'm 100% gonna play Vector. He's my favorite character in the show, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Like, literally, it cannot just be me in this, because there's like, not counting me, there's 7 other people, because again, it's not just the 7 Barian Emperors, this is the Barian rap in general, Barian cipher rap, so there's more than just the 7 Barian Emperors. So, not counting me, there's 7 other people who would need to be a part of the rap, the cipher. So, like, it literally just can't be me. So, like, obviously I do know of a lot of, well, I don't follow them, but I do know of, like, other rap channels. Like, obviously, Cam Steady, not video game rap battles. Ever since he changed his name, it's, like, getting really hard. So, Cam Steady, there was another one. I think Game Boy Jones is another one. So there's like a few rap content creators out there, and I guess technically if I wanted to, I could reach out to them, but at the same time, I also don't want to reach out to those like rap channels who also does like well, I know not all of them does rap ciphers, but I know a few of them does. I don't want to like reach out to them specifically for the reason of they do amazing, much better rap content than what I can do. So I would feel really awkward, and also it would also be kind of like, I also find it like it would be kind of bad, like having them join the project just to see that it's like, this is terrible, I'm not being a part of this anymore. Like, that's just how my brain is thinking about the situation. So I think I would have, well, plus I think just in general, I would have a much better time going over something like Casting Call Club, putting out auditions for these characters and for the rap cipher, over reaching out to other creators to be a part of this. I think I would have a much better time doing Casting Call Club than I would reaching out to other creators. So sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat. What's happening? Did you know that Minecraft 1.14 snapshot they added and then removed baby giants? I'm not too in touch with Minecraft related stuff, I gotta be honest. I used to love Minecraft, but I sort of fell off caring about it whenever one of the updates came out, the one with the poison arrows. There was more specific stuff about it that I didn't like about the new update that has sort of dropped Minecraft. I still think Minecraft is a fun game, but I just don't play it. So what is it? I don't know if you realize, but my B-day is coming. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. B could mean anything to me. Do you mean birthday? Big day? Basketball day? It could literally, like, I've seen it in the context of all my friends in the group chat of, like, from school. So I've seen, so it could be literally anything to me. So what is B birthday? Is B for me in my dyslexic brain, just the beginning letter of any word could mean literally anything. Or maybe it isn't just me and my dyslexic brain. Maybe that's for other people as well, but I don't know. Yeah, birthday. Ooh. So it's coming up soon. It is, yeah. So, even though, well, what was it? Sorry, I'm rereading what you said because I'm dyslexic. I don't know if you realize, but my birthday is coming. Day, not Ray. Ray Shadows? Do you mean Ray Shadows? My favorite character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal? For those of you who guys who don't know the story, Ray Shadows is secretly... Oh yeah, spoiler alerts. Ray Shadows is the secret Barian evil mastermind genius Vector, one of my favorite characters. Which even as Ray Shadows, he was like my favorite character. But happy birthday. I know it's not your birthday just yet, but happy birthday, my man. I don't know if I'm gonna be, if one of my early morning live streams are gonna be one of the days that I stream. I plan on trying to do, once again, at least something that I was debating about, which I probably will do, is every, like, 1 week I do, like, live streams all week, and then the next week I take a break from doing live streams, because if I'm just constantly doing early morning live streams, it's gonna be really tiring, which I was actually given a suggestion to, like, not do an hour-long live streams. Like, it is much easier to have small, like, 15, which, even though to me having like a 15-minute live stream is kind of weird, that a 15-minute live stream is something that I could definitely do. But one of the reasons why I thought I don't want to do that is because, number one, to me, I think doing a live stream just for 15 minutes is kind of odd. And number two, it usually takes me like 20 to 30 minutes into the live stream to actually think about something concrete to talk about. So I need the hour. So what is it? No, it's when people with the letter B in their name are rewarded cash money. People without B in their name are, violently executed. Well then, well, if that's the case, then I'm glad that my last name starts with a B. I'm not gonna tell you what my last name is, but my last name starts with a B, so I guess I'm safe. It's funny because my last name is a very Louisiana name, because I come from a Louisiana family. And there's so many jokes that people, that some of my parents' friends, uh, and some adult friends that I know, well, I say adult friends, technically with being 18, they're also not just adult friends, but they're just normal friends for me. But every time they're like, because a lot of people who we know now, coming from moving from Louisiana to Texas, we've actually found like a lot of people who actually either lived in Texas and lived in Louisiana who also moved to Texas, or had relatives who live in Louisiana and they live in Texas. Like, they would always like make the joke like my family's last name sounds like the big boss last name of Louisiana. Like, if anything has to be done, it has to be run by us, like a mob family or something like that. Like, we get that kind of compliment, not that specific compliment a lot, but we do get compliments like that a lot on our last name when it comes to talking about Louisiana. Last name starts with a C, so of course. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, happy birthday, my man. So like I was saying, I decided that I'm gonna be doing, like, for all this week, I'll be doing live streams how I've done it before, early morning live streams. But then next week, I'm not gonna do any live streams, and then the week after, I'll start doing. So it's like that week, I will do a live stream, then the next week, I won't have live streams all week. So, because I learned from doing almost 2 straight weeks of doing live streams, you burn out. Like, I enjoy talking to you guys, and I have lots of fun on these early morning live streams. But I get burnt out, and I can't be doing it whenever I have other work to do. So I can't be doing this all the time. So that's what's gonna go down. I'll probably make that announcement more clear over on my platforms for the people who didn't join the live stream and won't know about that. I'm renaming this live stream, by the way. I just straight have to rename the live stream. Something Yu-Gi-Oh related. I don't know if you guys are gonna get the reference if you've never paid attention to. So I renamed the live stream to The Barian's Attack again. So for those of you who haven't, like, who doesn't read titles of shows, basically, this is the title is a reference. The Barian's Attack again is a reference to the name of one of the episodes. Because one of the episodes is whenever the Barians came to Earth to get Yuma and Astral, and I think one of the episodes were like the Barians Attack. So I decided I would name the live stream after that fun event called the Barians Attack again. I'm enjoying talking, doing way too much. Anyways, I think even though it's kind of abrupt, I'm gonna probably just end the live stream here. Number one is because I don't have any other things to talk about. What? Was this stream sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? For a second, I thought that said League of Legends. Unfortunately, it was not. But fear not. If you keep asking, 100% definitely, one day, it will happen. Also, I'm getting a lot of YouTube Studios. What are you doing? I don't know why, but I got tired of Raid Shadow Legends. I played Raid Shadow Legends for a good bit. I technically still have Raid Shadow Legends. I just don't play it as much. Probably because I just don't have time to play games in general a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I take breaks to play video games. I'm not going crazy 100% of the time. So anyways, it's going to be abrupt, but I think I'm going to end the live stream here also because I do need to use the restroom. So, and I don't have the confidence to do like what other professional streamers do and just leave the live stream. Did I do that last time? Leave the live stream just hanging while I'm doing something else? I mean, I'm sure if I set up like a screen or something. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for the live stream. Let me get rid of this thumbnail. Boom. Okay. So, Thank you. Please don't crash stream. I gotta make an end. Thank you. No, that's not right. Hold on. You see my secrets. So thank you everyone for joining the live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed. So I'm gonna be doing another early morning live stream tomorrow. If you don't know about them, they start at 6:30 a.m. US Central Time, if you're curious. So, with all being said and done, hope you guys have enjoyed the beginning of a new week of new early morning live streams. Hope to see you tomorrow on tomorrow's early morning live stream, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Later, everyone.